Hello, this is Scott on Hexus TV, and this is Nick, and this is TCAAC. We're talking about some of the things that have come up on the various sites over the course of this week, and one that's quite hot today, the story I wrote, which was based on an email we received from a motherboard company called ASRock yesterday, where they were basically moaning that Gigabyte was using too much copper, the swine, in their motherboards. And at the end of my piece, I included a bit of an afterburner, as we call it, from Nick, where he's sort of had a bit of a pop, and he's had a bit of feedback from the forums, haven't you?
Yeah, I kind of got a little bit slated on this one, didn't I?
Yeah. Do tell.
Yeah, all right. And well, basically, my intention on the piece was to say that I felt that the whole point of having a pop at a competing company was all a bit pointless. Let's just focus on the products that you've got and what you're doing, rather than going, look at them, man, they're doing that sort of thing.
And specifically in the context of sort of environmentalism.
Yeah, well, that was
pointed out that very few of us are blame-free when it comes to doing our bit for the environment.
Well, I think I finished the piece with "Let him who's out without sin cast the first stone."
Oh, profound.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of Bible there for you. So anyway,
is that how did the forum receive it in the way you hoped?
No.
Okay.
No, basically.
Do tell.
Yeah. Okay. Camille has a bit of a problem with me, saying, way to show the Far East just how we should be talking about other companies. Quality, Hexus, professionalism. Fair enough, by the way, 1F in professionalism. Anyway, I had to dig.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Anyway, I take your point. I do take your point. You might feel that it is an unprofessional kind of response, but it wasn't an attack on ASRock, and it wasn't an attack on Gigabyte. I'm not defending Gigabyte. My point is that there are very few, if any, companies that can put their hands up and say, we are eco-friendly, we have a neutral carbon footprint, and so if someone's going to crow on about, you're unnecessarily depleting world resources, then they really need to have made, made sure that they themselves aren't doing exactly that.
And any time, at Hexus, we're not totally opposed to having a pop at people, are we?
No.
But any time you have a pop, you do leave yourself open for people sort of turning that accusation back on you.
And that's exactly what's happened to me. I've had a pop, and people had to go back to me. Perfectly fine, yeah. I don't have a problem with it at all. I really don't, because I think it's honest discussion. I mean, the thing is, and this isn't a gross generalisation. Okay, the thing is that it is well documented that China has a lot of unregulated manufacturing going on, and they know themselves they've got a massive pollution problem. Yeah, a massive pollution problem.
We had all this stuff for the Olympic Games about how no one could breathe. Right.
I mean, for example, okay, in September 2006, China's official water conservancy pointed out in a report that the pollution of the Yangtze River is threatening the drinking water source for 500 cities.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, that's 2006, right? And we're now in 2008. But how long has it taken the Thames to have been cleared up after we stopped dumping loads of stuff in there? Something like 14 years before we saw a salmon in there, and it made big news, like 5 years ago, something like that. Okay, so what I'm not saying is ASRock are a polluting company. What I'm saying is, can they wash whiter than white?
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't think that any company right now
Well,
can.
if they can, let them tell us.
Yeah,
by all means.
By all means, absolutely. Anyway, we're getting the wind it up signal. So that's all there is on TCAAC. You've been watching Scott and myself talking about ASRock and also your comments. So please keep them coming in over on www.forums.hexus.net.
Keep flaming Nick, in other words. Not me. I'm nice.